Okay, hi. So, well, my name is Stephanie. First of all, if you didn't know, but just went and got a matcha from Coffee Parlor. It's just a little local coffee shop, and I'm just gonna drink it, and I'm gonna talk about my life right now. But I'm gonna turn the, oh wait, I want to turn the car on because I'm sweating and I want AC. Okay, let me taste. Pretty good. I got a dirty matcha latte with macadamia nut milk and sweetened with vanilla ice, of course. I just don't love it, but I mean, I don't hate it. What time is it? 1:43. Okay, I have time to just sit here and talk for a little. Just because, okay, I don't know if this is the best angle. You know what? This is my first time doing this, and we're just going to go with it. Because if Trisha Paytas can just sit in her car and push go and yap, I can do that. So that's what I'm trying to do. So disregard the little learning curve and speed bumps and stuff like that and nervousness. But I just kind of want to talk about life because life is really stressful and hard. I just quit my job and well, okay, I'm someone who's just not the best with change. Don't really love it. Know it has to happen. I know I always gain so much from it, but it's really hard and I have a hard time with it. And I've just had this job since January of 2023, and tomorrow is August of 2025. So I've had this job for big years of my life. So much has happened in these last 2 years, and I feel like it's kind of the closing of a chapter almost. But I still feel like I'm not close. I just feel lost now, because it's not like you graduate school and then it's summer or something. It's just I just jumped off a cliff, and now I'm just oh, I don't know what happens next, you know? And I went and I applied for another job yesterday, and I had interviews, and so this restaurant, they have open interview process. So I went and I did their application. They called me back. I talked to three different managers. The first two were really cool. I feel like they were vibing with me. They wanted me to work at their little sister restaurant that's right next door. And I was yes. And they're yeah, that seems like a way better fit for you. Blah, 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 blah. And then the third manager was just kind of everything it felt like every question he was asking me was a test, and I was getting all of the answers wrong. I don't know, because there's 7 managers total between the main restaurant and their little sister restaurant, and I would love to work at the sister restaurant. The girl who was talking, the manager that was talking to me was yeah, that one's just way more social. The customers really love if you interact with them. And I'm please, I love talking to customers. That's my favorite part of the job. And the last guy was just oh yeah, if we'll see if I don't want to say her name. I'll just call her Danica. We'll see if Danica fights for you. If not, if you get a call back, it means she fought for you. If not, that's it. I was okay, why are you being so rude? I don't know. He just did not like me, which is fine. You don't have to like me. It's just okay, whatever. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm well, he was would you want to be a host? And I was honestly, I've been a server for 2 years now. If you need host position filled, I'd be happy to host and serve. But if you just want me to host, it feels almost like a step down, and I would probably rather serve somewhere else. Just to be honest, you know, and it's true. I would rather gain serving experience somewhere else than be a hostess for years and get tipped out. No, I'm not taking that pay cut, you know, I don't want to be a host, and that's that. My job is serving face and food. And so that's kind of annoying. And then he was just well, I have people coming in and applying with years and years of experience. And I'm he's so why should I hire you? Sorry, my phone died, but I did bring my camera in case I wanted to use it, but I am kind of shy, and I feel now it's super zoomed in. but whatever. And sorry, I'm gonna be looking at myself in the viewfinder the whole time. Like I said, learning curves. Anyways, oh, I forgot what I was saying. My phone overheated. I think I said it died, but overheated being directly in the sun. What was I talking about? Basically, I just don't want to be a host. I feel like it's going backwards. And I'd rather get serving experience somewhere else that, oh, he was like, well, I've people applying with years and years of experience, so why should I hire you over, like, why should I hire you? He was like, you worked at a sushi bar, right? Like, you just helped the sushi chefs. And I was like, well, no, like, there were 6 tables and a 6-person sushi bar, and I was in charge of hosting, busing, food running, serving, takeout, like answering the phone and packing it, like all at the same time, all completely by myself. And he was just like, like he was just not vibing with me. He wasn't vibing with anything I said. And I was just like, okay, sorry you hate me. I can't control that. So I could have answered the questions a little bit more, like, what is PR? I could have had more PR answers, but that was my first interview of ever in my entire life. Like, I've had jobs, but they've all been like, hey Steph, I know someone looking for a job and would just thought of you, let me know if you're interested. And I've always just gotten jobs that way. Like, I don't know, I've just been lucky. So this is my first time like applying to a job and like going through interview process. So obviously I don't know everything. I'm learning. If he doesn't like me, whatever, it's not meant to be. It was really anxious about it yesterday though. And just thinking like, this is the first time ever in my life, ever not having anything to do, any, like, I'm not in a sport, I'm not in school, I don't have a job, I have nothing. I'm just a person. And it's scary because I feel like I've attached so much of my worth to how much I am like producing or like doing in my life. But I know deep down that's not true. Like, my worth is not tied to that. But since I've always been doing something, I'm trying to process what I'm thinking, but I know my worth isn't tied to what I'm doing in life and my successes, but since I've always been doing things and being successful, it's like easy to say like, yeah, my worth's not tied to that. But now that I'm not doing anything, I'm like, oh shoot, like, am I okay with it? Like, I mean, I'm not okay with it. I don't want to be like jobless forever. I definitely like have been already pondering so many other things, including this. Like, I'm trying to just like put myself out there more and just, I don't know, experience life. Like, I have a lot of skills and talents. I have a well-equipped toolbox. I can tutor, I can babysit, I can embroider stuff for you, I can start a podcast, I've been TikToking, I can start a YouTube channel. I can do so many things, but I have to stop saying I could and just start doing, you know? So that's kind of the mission I'm on right now. And I was watching Adam McIntyre react to Trisha Paytas's birth story, where she's just sitting in the car talking to a camera like this. And I was like, I'm sitting here watching someone watch something, and I think if I posted it, that who would watch it? Like, but I'm sitting here watching someone watch something, you know? Like, I think, but I know people in my life are interested in what I have to say, and I know that my words, like, I know people are interested in my life. Like, I know that in my IRL, you know, but when it comes to the internet, I'm like, oh, no one cares. No one's gonna watch. But, like, I would watch, like, if one of my best friends started a YouTube video and, like, they were just talking in their car, I would watch it, because then I'd feel like I'm just, like, FaceTiming them, and I love them. Not saying my friends have to watch, but well, I'm getting my passport today, and I think the appointment's at 2:30. I hope, yeah, 2:30, and it's about 1:53. So that's kind of like where I am in life right now. It's kind of scary because I'm not I'm jobless. And like, I just came back from camp, and there's always that, when it's a really good week, there's always that post-camp depression, you know? So then I came back from camp. Tuesday I had work, and I really was just like, I can't take this anymore. Like, my boss is draining the life out of me, and my soul is wilting away, it feels like. And I was explaining it to my mom, and I was just saying, like, imagine being next to a ticking time bomb for 4 hours straight. And it's just like exhausting, because you're like walking around like all the time for 4 hours straight. That's like 4 hours of like low-key fight or flight. Not to that extent, you know, but like it starts to feel like that after a while. Like, oh, am I gonna get screamed at? Am I gonna get ignored? Am I gonna, like, is he gonna apologize? No, that one's not gonna happen, but what if, you know? Like, I just could not keep putting my heart, soul, and energy into a business when the only person really, like, benefiting from that business at the end of the day is someone that hates me and doesn't appreciate me or support the work that I'm putting into their business. And it's like, here I am working so hard for that business. It just like felt like it wasn't aligning with my principles, you know? So that's sad, and it sucks, because I really love that restaurant. And like, he's only been owning it for over a year, but I've been going there to that restaurant, those 4 walls, as long as I can remember, like since I was probably like 8 or 9 maybe, like. And then I luckily got to, why am I gonna cry? Like, I got to work, oh my gosh. I can't cry, I have to go get my passport. I already took the pictures though, which I don't want to talk about it, but the old owners were awesome, and they really fostered a community there, and that's how I got the job. I was just eating there with my family like I did growing up, and the old owner was just like, hey Stephanie, like, do you know anyone looking for a job? And I was like just telling my mom, like, oh, I really want to get a serving job, like I want a job with tips, I want to make more money, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I was just like telling her how I really want to get a serving job. And then literally like a day or 2 later, the owner was like, hey Stephanie, like, we're looking for a server, like, do you or know anyone looking for a job? That's not English, but you know what I mean. And I was like, I will happily take a job. So then I started serving there, and it was so wonderful. Like, I really loved working for them. And then about a year later, they sold the restaurant, and then it was cool at first. Like, the new owner was nice at first, and then I had met one of my newest, most cherished friends in the world, like, because of this restaurant too. Oh my gosh, I did not think I was gonna be emo like this. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it got to a point where I just couldn't handle it anymore. But that doesn't mean I'm not sad, because I love that place. I'm like hearing So Long London in my head. And I'm just mad as hell, 'cause I love that place for so long, London. Anyways, okay, I need to stop crying. I'm just at a scary point in life, but it's okay. I put my faith in the universe that everything works out for me. And that everything's gonna be okay, which it is. I'm like literally in the perfect position to be able to do something like that. I'm very privileged. I still live at home, so I don't have to pay rent. I really don't have that many bills. And like, life is good for the most part. I just need to start saving my money. Probably shouldn't have spent $10 on this, but I wanted a reason to like film this video. Oh no. Whatever. Okay, that all being said, I will have my passport in 3 weeks. Very happy about that. And I feel accomplished. I got a lot done today. I'm like shaking because of this. And I was sweating because I had to rush over to the post office and then rush back, and it's hot today. But I did it, and yeah, anyways, sorry this was so chaotic. Like, we laughed, we cried, we had a full mission. Sorry I didn't take you along for the mission, but I was stressed. If you ended up watching this, I actually really appreciate you and I love you, and I really want to do this more often and just like record myself, because I have so many thoughts and so much to say, but I hate typing, and TikTok scares me because I'm a yapper, and I'm like, I feel like you have to really like grab people's attention really quick and then like talk fast and like get to the point. But I really like to go anywhere but the point and like take my sweet time getting to the point. So I feel like this is going to be a really great journey for me and you if you want to come along. And yeah, I'm just really excited. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.